2025, the year Nike opened the vault and still couldn't win. The year $100 Asics runner outsold Jordan. The year sneaker culture got raided live on stream. Today, arguably 4 of the biggest UK sneakerheads are going to fight it out to decide what actually matters. This is the UK Sneaker of the Year 2025, brought to you by ToshKicks, powered by Whatnot. Southeast London, a kid in all black. Black tops, black jeans, something had to pop. Couldn't afford luxury watches, so it was shoes. Designer shoes first, Saint Laurent SL10s, then he traced them back to their source.
This one here started my love affair with Jordan brand, and I haven't looked back since.
2011, a lover became a collector. August 2024, a collector became a creator. 100,000 subscribers in under 12 months. But Tosh wasn't building a channel, he was building something bigger.
You have a sneaker panel. When you're picking UK Sneaker of the Year, you need someone that covers that part of it.
His idea, his vision, bring together the voices that matter.
Having our voice heard, we want a UK shoe to be Sneaker of the Year. I want the UK folks to say, you know what, that shoe there is a Sneaker of the Year for sure.
4 voices, 1 mission.
If there's ever you're going to be creating sneaker content, it's 2025. Nike opened the vault, they literally opened the floodgates.
And Tosh, he's the architect.
5 individual voices coming together to create one list. Let the debate begin.
ToshKicks. Welcome to the panel, ToshKicks. You good?
Thank you so much. Yeah, good to see you, man.
Cool. Quick one. Before we got started, your YouTube journey's been crazy, and this whole thing we're doing today, it kind of started between a conversation and 2 others.
Yes.
When did you realize this needed to happen?
To be fair, it was last year when I saw the US Sneaker of the Year list, and they had the AE1, which is a basketball shoe, as the best shoe in the year. I'm like, in the UK, that would never be Sneaker of the Year. I mean, it's a good shoe. I like the shoe, but AE1, like seriously? And there's a disregard for the UK culture, which is a big sneaker culture. And I felt we needed to have a voice to show them what we wear in the UK. And one thing we don't wear is the AE1. And more importantly, anything past Jordan 12, probably even Jordan 11, can't make it in the UK. So I felt there was a need for us to show that to people and recognize some of the hard-working creators in the UK who understand the UK market.
Okay. So you're going in completely blind here. You haven't seen anyone's pick.
I haven't seen anybody's shoes at all.
Are you nervous about anything that could be brought onto the panel today?
I'm more nervous about my shoes getting pushed off the list. I'll be honest with you. I mean, to be fair, like all these guys, the guys on the panel I'm a fan. Like I watch their content all the time, and I'm excited to see if I predicted what shoes they're going to bring in my head. I'm excited to see if it's true to type or not. There's a couple of wild cards there which I'm not quite sure of, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous because, you know, I don't want us to just fully represent certain things, and the UK audience are like, well, what's the UK shoe? But yeah, I think it'd be good.
Cool. So before we bring out the others, what are you wearing today?
So today, shoe-wise, I've got a classic, the Jordan 1 Off-White. This one of the shoes I fell in love with when I fell into trainers. I'm a Jordan 1 head, and I got into all the silhouettes, but the Jordan 1 is my go-to shoe.
Right.
And I felt like if I'm doing the first UK Sneaker of the Year show, I had to wear the silhouette that made me fall in love with sneakers in the first place. I love the baby blue, obviously apart from Man City's blue, but I like the baby blue. So I thought the baby blue Off-White classic shoe, I had to pull that out.
Okay. Are you a highs man, lows man?
I'm a highs man.
You're
Jordan
a
1 high
okay,
for sure.
Okay, all right. Right. So let's not waste any more time. First up is a man that needs no introduction. He's been documenting the culture since before most people even knew what Jordan Retro even was. A Tottenham playground in the 1980s. 5 years old, laces tight, trainers fresher than the big kids. Kids called him the king of trainers, and it stuck.
My name is Franklin, aka the king of trainers, coming with over 40 years of sneaker culture and sneaker history.
From the early 80s, Reeboks to Jordan 4 Fire Reds at his mum's birthday party in '89. Franklin didn't just collect sneakers, he collected the stories behind them. Every archive, every rabbit hole, every forgotten release, he chased them all. And he became the first UK sneaker influencer to hit 100,000 on Instagram. And the moves kept stacking. In 2014, he launched the Drop of the Year Awards, giving UK sneakerheads their own platform.
Then Footwear Jobs UK, connecting brands to talent. Then VLS collaboration, making him the first UK black creator to get the call.
It takes a wealth of experience and distributes everything around the sneaker world without holding anything for himself.
Sharing before status, community before clout.
He would gladly give you something at his own detriment.
ITV calls him, he tells them to reach out to emerging creators. Brooks approaches him, he connects them to the community. Franklin isn't a gatekeeper, he's a gate breaker.
You can't rewrite history, it needs to be factual. This isn't hype, this is history.
4 decades deep, still breaking doors down, still keeping the record straight. King of trainers.
Welcome to the panel, Franklin. So what are you wearing today, bro?
Okay, so undefeated fours, the 20th anniversary. Yeah, something light.
Something light. Congratulations on the Avrex collaboration this year.
Oh,
the Brooklyn Cup, the ITV show. Like, it's been a real busy year for you, pushing the culture forward. How does it feel coming into this, knowing that you've arguably had like one of the biggest years of any of us on the panel?
Oh no! Look, look. Everyone's doing their thing. I'm just grateful. I'm just blessed, and I work hard. That's
we all work hard.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You know, my achievements are not better than anyone else's. And
okay, yeah. I hear you. Was there any pressure to represent for the OGs today?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think without the OGs, there's no sneaker culture. So. Yeah. For real. Tosh, what's it been like watching Franklin's year unfold? Like, it must be really inspiring to see what could be made possible.
Oh, inspirational. Like, I've been watching Franklin's show for a minute. Like, I've been watching his movement for a minute. And when you see someone in the UK who is collaborating with brands like Avrex, you know, it's just like, hold on a second. He just done a Kickers one as well recently. You know, Kickers that we used to work at school, you remember? You know, so I'm like sitting there thinking like, if he can achieve this, it's someone that you can look up to. Now, with Franklin, it's a weird one for me because they say sometimes don't meet your heroes. But when I met Franklin, it was a different experience. He calls himself, if people call him the gatekeeper, he calls himself a gate breaker.
Yeah. Come on.
And that's the reality because, like, I'm telling you now, anything you want, there's never a case of, oh, you got to go through me. So I'll just put you in touch with the brand. Or I'll just put you in touch. It's like you're going to protect your contact? No, just speak to them directly. I'm like, raw. So it's amazing meeting Franklin, and my journey in the sneaker game in the UK, publicly anyway, has been helped massively by the likes of Franklin, who are, you know, every time I put something up, he shares it. You know, it's crazy. One of my biggest streaming videos on TikTok is the Avrex and Superstar collaboration. Yes. What we don't realize, that's actually Franklin's shoe. It's one of one in the UK. He gave it to me to review. That's crazy for me.
He did another one. What did you do last? The LS last year.
A couple,
yeah.
So that's, for me, that's mad. So yeah, having someone who genuinely wants you to win for the culture is amazing.
Always a good look. Respect. All right. So let's keep it moving. Next up is the big man himself, a storyteller, the man that brought South London sneaker culture to the screen.
Southeast London, a single-parent home, Ghanaian roots. The youngest child, the one who came last when the budget was gone.
The sneaker budget was running dry. There was no money left for Big Pro when I come out last. 3 priorities: God, education, and food. Kicks were not on the agenda. I could only love them from afar.
Terrible shoes, getting clowned, developing thick skin early. But at age 9, everything shifted.
When I was 9, my mom joined the church. One of the first things the pastor of the church said to me when we were introduced was, "This one is a prophet." Everyone started calling me prophet. And they were like, instead of us calling you prophet, we'll call you Prozac. Because your name's Zach. From probably like the age of like 17, 18, I was Prozac. That's been my name since I was a teenager.
Fast forward, Prozech launches Kicks Chronicles, built on one belief.
We ain't out here just buying leather and thread and rubber. Quick Fit is over there. If you want to go and buy rubber, Quick Fit is over there. We're trying to buy stories out here. We're buying culture.
Then the validation comes.
Someone who's intelligent enough and his comedic timing is strong enough to combine streetwear or sneakers into comedy.
In 2025, while everyone chased hype, Prozech chased meaning.
And when it comes to pro, I'm chasing narrative way over hype.
Every sneaker, every colorway, every moment.
Every sneaker has a story. If I did not see the Lorenz OG 860 V2 dust colorway on that list, UK, we turned up and ran the streets. UK stories, we need to be telling them.
From loving sneakers from afar to telling their stories to the world, Prozech. Guns blazing today. So what are you wearing on your feet today, Prozac?
Yeah, shout out to my brother Lorenzo G.
Shout out OG.
860 V2, one of your former students. You get me? Did his thing, you get me, man. So yeah, 860 V2 dropped earlier in the year. 250, 220 pairs, just a light one today. You know how you do.
Something light. Everyone's dropping something light. All right. Has it been difficult for you to pick out just 4 shoes? Because the year's been kind of crazy. Like, be honest, did you bring anything to wind these guys up?
I mean, I'm not an antagonizer. I think I know somebody that's an antagonizer. So I'm a bit later still. But no, I think the pairs that I brought are like the pairs that sort of made sense for the year. There were other pairs as well that I thought also are probably worth a shout. But we'll get into it and we'll see where the dust lies and we'll figure out how to get there. But like one thing for damn sure, today we're coming out with a better list than anybody else.
Okay, well, next up is the Air Max man himself. I'd be surprised if all of his trainers aren't Air Maxes. Give it up for the boy, Broski. January 2013, a bedroom in Manchester. 1 camera, 1 voice, no shortcuts, just truth. Life of a Broski wasn't chasing clout, it was building credibility.
I didn't want to sort of narrow myself down to making a name. Life of a Pablo was coming out and I liked the name. The thing I loved the most, I wanted to get on camera, was kicks.
While the internet sped up, Erkin slowed down. Long form when everyone else chased quick hits. 40-minute deep dives into what sneakers actually mean. Then came the shoe that flipped the switch.
I'd say the Air Max 720 gives you a few inches extra. You feel good wearing that shoe. The only problem, a few months down the line, the air bubble pops, but yeah, it was worth the squeaks. That's the one shoe that made me take the sneaker scene seriously as a content creator.
The Air Max 95 became his flag, a silhouette America overlooks, but the UK treats like gospel.
When I was doing my research, I ran into the Life of Broski channel, looking at the Cortez 95. His content resonates a lot with the UK culture. The Air Max 95 in particular has been adopted by the UK audience. He's been working very hard to champion the UK sneaker scene.
What's kept me going is just the community. Networking with people, with content creators, like-minded collectors. We're all contributing to the sneaker scene, the sneaker culture, in the UK especially.
2025, Erkin saw it clearly.
If I had to pick one word to describe 2025, expensive. That's it, nothing more to be said.
10 years deep, still breaking down every release, still championing the silhouettes others overlook, still keeping it real. Life of a Broski. Life of the Broski. So what have you got on your feet today, like we don't already know?
I've got an Air Max 95 Eric Costons. Something different, something I knew no one was wearing, you know. It's an SB, so the Air Max 95 has turned a lot more comfortable for a lot of people. And yeah, it's clean. And obviously, it goes with the jersey. I think Prozac can see, you know, so that's pretty much it.
You man, I put him in my eyeline, you know.
Arch enemies, you know, arch enemies.
You better be ready to camp out here today, because I don't know about your Air Maxes being in the top 10 list, you know.
We'll see.
Not sure.
We'll see. I'm gonna have to, you know, be a little scrap in there now. Do you know what? I'm bringing something different in terms of the 4 sneakers that I'm bringing, but at the same time, I got to be realistic. You know, it's about what, as a collective, we love, and shoes that have made an impact too. You know. So,
I hear you, and I love the way you're thinking already. Prozac, do you think he's gonna have Air Max in his top 10?
Do you know what? There's one thing for sure, and there's 2 things for certain. Broski's got an Air Max in that bag right there. Gara. He might even have 2 or 3. You get me? Like I'm saying, I know he has diversified this year a couple ways. You get me? If you're watching this content, he's definitely been out there. A few Jordan 1s in there and some other bits and pieces, Saucony bits and whatnot. So I know he's got range. Right, but he is the Air Max king for a reason, 100%. So you got to put some respect in the name. Gara, there is Air Maxes in that.
It's a matter of how many.
There you go. I mean, you've been vocal about what worked and what didn't work this year. You've been really vocal.
Yeah.
Are you coming here with receipts or feelings?
A bit of both, you know, a bit of both, because I know what the community wants and liked. And to be fair, a lot of the shoes that have sat have still made an impact. So it's one of them things where us sneakerheads in the UK, we don't like what some other sides like and vice versa. Yeah, I can only give my perspective and my community's perspective as well.
I hear you. Franklin, do you think Erkin's kind of brought heat or nostalgia?
A bit of both, man. I think a bit of both. Like for me, like heat is an individual thing, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah,
So yeah, well let's wait and see.
Okay. So which one of these guys' taste do you like the least?
Oh, wow.
Do you know what? It's hard for me. I can give the political answer, but I'm trying to figure out who likes Air Max the most out of these guys, or the least, I should say. But no, do you know what? Respectfully, like these guys have made a big impact with sneaker culture in the UK. So as much as I might disagree, it's got to be Prozac because he's a Spurs fan. So.
2025 has been absolutely massive for sneaker culture in the UK. From nostalgic retros to groundbreaking collabs, this year gave us heat that had us queuing, entering raffles, and staying glued to release calendars. Let's run through the contenders. Pata Air Max 90.
Okay. Show Patter some love. Air Max 90.
Yo.
Yeah.
Cyber.
I mean, that is a
colourway.
UK shoe.
Yeah.
The 90s are a UK shoe.
We know our ties with Patter.
Yeah.
Like my favorite streetwear brand, period. Like it's oh man. The 90 infrared, like the OG colorway is my favorite shoe of all time.
All days.
Yeah.
But this colorway, the Volt, it just slaps, man. They've not really done much with the 90, you know. We've had Grateful Deads, other couple colorways that have had whispers, but I think the best 90 for me has been this Patter. The whole pack was cool. Love what they do with all their collabs. I mean, the Chlorophyll last year, you know.
Sick.
Yeah, this one has to make top 10. Otherwise, there's going to be a problem because it screams UK but Europe at the same time.
Nice
it's
come
that
with the
fine
beef,
line,
man.
you know.
This is bittersweet for me, man. This one.
That is the term.
Bittersweet.
Fact.
No, I picked this up. I don't really like the 90s. It's not my favorite shoe.
Whoa. Like, you're good.
But I picked this up because it was so classic.
Like you said, bittersweet because a lot of people were like, yes, love the shoe, can't wait to get them. Couldn't get them and then sort of turned on the shoe. So I'm like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of them future Grails. I think over time we'll get more appreciation. Just like the Chlorophylls, you know. That's what sort of happened with that shoe.
Fire
But
shoe.
yeah, this is definitely got to make top 10 for me. I can put that there.
Nike Air Foam Posit 1 Galaxy.
I hear it.
Which
Reactions already from the
I'm gonna pull out a shoe which kind of it was the one of some people say it was the first real hype beast shoe.
I agree.
This shoe when it came out in 2012, it went viral. Like it was probably the first shoe that went real international viral. The reason being is this released in actually quite a good amount, but they had riots in Miami for this. They had, you get what I mean? And it's such a shoe that you would think, why? Huh? You get what I mean? But it is that shoe. I was fortunate enough to get this back in 2012, but then when it retroed, I got about 3 pairs.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so for me, I buy shoes for myself, and this was one of the hypest shoes.
I gotta say, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, this is it. This is what I'm saying. Like, so
That's what it's
for me,
about.
I got respect.
this is a shoe that I'm definitely.
It's one of them cult classics like that. It's not for me, but I equally respect it. Like I can't, like if that's someone's biggest grail or like shoe of the year, I can't argue with it because I know what it means to the culture, US and UK. One of the most hypest shoes of all time. And to be fair, I'm a fan of Star Wars, so anything Galaxy related or, do you know what I mean? I'm involved, but yeah, no, it's a great shoe, man.
Thank you.
Nigel Sylvester, Brick by Brick.
This shoe, you know, quite rightly so, has to get a mention. It has to get a mention.
King, you get me, man. But yeah, we couldn't have a list without having these on there. Like.
I've never been so gassed before picking up a shoe. Right. Especially with these laces, man. The cream laces, boy, or the sail laces, should I say? Boy, when I got this shoe, I was so gassed.
This is a beautiful pair. And if I wasn't fortunate enough to get these for retail, I would have paid resale for these.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I would have definitely paid resale. I don't pay resale for much. I probably paid resale twice in my life, which I'm very grateful I don't have to. But
That's the king,
but these, you know, and I want to shout out Nigel. I need these signed. I've got every pair of his shoes signed. I need these ones signed, bro. So Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. But
Nigel, if you're signing, you might as well sort the man them out. You get me? Yeah, for real, you might as well sort the man them out.
So
the reason why I think that shoe is really, really important, especially in the year 2025, we touched on it. With there being so much product, right, being pushed out, I think one of the key ways in which you can differentiate yourself is through story. And I think what he did in being able to build a narrative that resonated with so many different races and people of different ages, the ability to sort of grind and work hard to overcome and achieve something, I think is a story that sort of resonates through the ages, right? It's just a smart way to navigate a shoe drop, right? And then the marketing, the rollout, the advertising, everything about it just makes it make sense. And this shoe, for me, epitomized, was the epitome of that, if I could say. And when it dropped, a lot of us, when we saw the shoe and we saw how it was dropping, a lot of us got that feeling like we might be looking at a future Grail. I got that feeling
100%.
very, very quickly, like how it's dropped and what it's representing and how it just sort of connects with so many people. Yeah, it made a lot of sense. So I'm 100% on board with that.
No, 100%.
I bought 2 pairs because I wanted to wear one and keep one.
It's that kind of shoe.
It's them kind of shoes.
It is that kind of shoe.
It's art.
Yeah.
100%.
So, yeah, I mean, the brick by brick, Nigel's story, what he stands for, the fact that he builds his career brick by brick. I can relate to that from my life. You know, where I come from is, okay, everything's step by step by step by step. And look at where he is now. Right? One of the biggest collaborators with Nike. From you know, and I like the fact he did the grandma's driveway, the green fence, and then this. It's like, mate.
Nigel Sylvester, better with time.
Oh, interesting.
The better with
That was
time.
close,
Another
bro.
Nigel.
Oh,
Solid.
Interesting.
Another Nigel.
Nigel killed it with this collab.
Yeah.
This is like
He's had a great year.
not the ugly
Top
stepsister,
notch.
but you know, like the shoe that's not going to get spoken about this year because of the brick by bricks. How monumental that shoe is. A generational shoe, but I think this one is a proper shoe that you just want to wear and batter. And because it comes out pre-aged, pre-distressed,
Don't mind.
you don't care. You know,
fire shoe, bro.
you know, so comfortable. The Jordan 1 Low is having a great moment this year as well. And Nigel, bro, I don't know what you're doing, but you make me just even want to buy a BMX. Like, bro, the shoes are gassing me. That much, you know.
And considering it was off the back of, like you said, the brick by bricks, where he's gone all out and he's given us sort of all guns blazing. This shoe did not take a backward step. I don't think.
No.
This shoe was still a very fire shoe, and a lot of years it would be in many top 10. So I agree with the shoe.
I think Nigel's one of the only collaborators that can let you or want to make you want to buy a shoe that's already scuffed.
Mash
And like
up.
mash up out the
Mash up out the box.
It's crazy, but these were definitely in the conversation for me.
Air Jordan 4 Retro Black Cat.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and Nike they tricked us with these, and the reason why I'm adding these, is because I got an early access on these. Lots of people got early access on these, right? And I was in town on Thursday, and they were releasing them early. They're supposed to drop Black Friday, right? But then it's sold out everywhere.
How interesting!
And I'm like, you know, and this is the third retro. Like, I mean, you know, we had 2006, 2007, then we had 2020, then we've had 2025 with a Nike Care at the back. And for these to sell out again,
That's crazy.
and I was like, nah, but I was like, I'm sure there's so many pairs, and people messaged me like, oh, King, I thought there was gonna be pairs available. You said this, and yeah, these have to be up there.
Alright.
They have to be up there. I'm
That's
sorry.
right,
I'm
man.
sorry. I've got 3 Jordan 4s on the top floor.
It's been one of them years, man.
One of them years, man.
Yeah, these, and I was gonna.
Ah, it's a strong one, a very strong one.
I must say the Black Cat was crazy for me because I remember speaking to my boy E on the phone yesterday. It's like, bro, I didn't get those sneakers out. Like, what do you mean? Everyone's scrambling to buy the shoe.
Yeah, man.
Then I got another one of my boys, Glenn, called me and said, "Bro, I didn't get it. Can you tell me where to go?" I said, "BSD," and he said, "Yeah, but it's sold out." I said, "Bro, okay, try this and try it." I was giving them different sizes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
With the whole EA thing, and it's sort of like
Sat.
it kind of basically sat, right?
Yeah.
So I got EA on multiple devices. Like I'm saying, like don't shadow ban me again. Like it just got okay. So just chill out. Yeah, I only bought one pair, right? Right. So I go and buy my pair. I check back on the other phone and I realize, it's been there the whole day, and it's a full size one.
They don't usually do that, do they?
That's
No,
not
not
that's not normal.
Oh, that's
They
weird.
sent a reminder in the afternoon.
Yes, yeah.
By the way, this is still here. You still have the opportunity to get it. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, everyone must have got this,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Check on social media and some people didn't get it. I'm like, well, that's weird. Hold fire. There's a shock drop. Just a few days later. So I'm thinking, okay, there's a shock drop. On top of the thing being there the whole day and everyone should have got it, but some people didn't get it. Now there's a shock drop. So a lot of people get it through the shock drop. And we still haven't had the release. Then the release happens early. Right? So I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? Are they just playing games? Right? Or is this how it was meant to be the whole time?
Air Max 95 Neon.
The neons, the big bubbles. My first pair of
BBL,
neons.
as you call them.
Yeah, BBL on the Air Max.
He killed me when he said that. I was like, yo, man.
Okay.
So,
I knew I liked Tosh. You know what I mean? They're not as comfortable as the SBs, but the big bubble has come a long way. Obviously, more room in the toe box, bigger air units as well. But it's a neon. Like, how can it not make the top 10?
the neons has to be on the list. Has to be on the list as a 95. Whether it belongs to the Northerners or the Londoners or whatever. I don't think there's a more UK shoe than the Air Max 95 Neons.
So all that neon hate that I was pumping out on I could just draw a little bit of that back.
The neon, my second favourite shoe of all time, alongside obviously the infrareds, but yeah, bro, it's can anyone argue with this? Or
Don't argue.
The undefeated Air Jordan 4s.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So this wouldn't be
Come on.
this wouldn't be a sneaker. You wouldn't be like legitimate. It just wouldn't be authentic. And I think the thing with what we're doing and what we're trying to build in the UK sneaker of the year list, right, is I think we need to take a bit an authentic approach to this, right? Yes, we're from the UK, so things that resonate with us, right? But we have to take a global approach, and we have to look at things that have impacted the global market, the global sneaker scene, right? And this for some people, this is the one that started everything, right?
Yeah.
For some people, right? In terms of collaboration, right? This may be the genesis, right? What Nike, what Jordan Brand did with Undefeated, like, and it's not necessarily about the color of the shoe. It's not necessarily about. It's the story once again. It's the idea that, you know what, Chris Gibbs was like, and Jordan Brand were able to come together with the guys that are Undefeated and create something that wasn't necessarily there before, and it gave birth to that collaboration culture that is almost the cornerstone of sneaker of the sneaker scene right now. So many of the Grails shoes that we talk about are collaborations, and it started with, for some people,
These came out in 2005 in Undefeated, I think 74 pairs, I believe, and they were reselling for 40,000, 70,000 because it was the first Jordan and boutique collaboration. And yeah, they were just a pair that was just one of the rarest Jordans ever made. I think this is a really nice shoe, it's a nice colorway. It matches my bin Jordan, my bin man outfit. Can't ban the bin man. But yeah, I think this is in my top 4. That's why I'm wearing them as well.
SB MX 95 Cactus Flower.
Other 95. Something different though.
that's different.
Yeah?
That's different.
Yeah.
I mean, these two sort of go hand in hand. The Eric Coston SBs and the OG SBs, yeah? So this was the first one. The Cactus Flower, now, it's not going to get the plaudits, it's not going to get the hype, it's not going to get all the attention compared to a lot of 95s, even other shoes, but for me, this was monumental. This was the shoe was like, whoa, they can do that on a 95. We talk about innovation, which Nike don't do to the extent that we want. They do it when they can and when they want to, but when it comes around, it doesn't get the hype and like I said, the plaudit. So for me, this is me showing love, you know. Again, yes, another 95, but an SB 95 is mad, you know.
I think SB, when you think of SB, you think like some of the greatest storytelling and some of the most amazing colorways. Right?
Crazy.
Amazing colorways,
Wow.
right? Just wild, crazy, out there, right? Just making the most crazy stuff make sense. The shoes that they have come out with Nike, are they on the same levels of a standard SB?
This is so safe.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why this didn't go off, because it's so safe.
No, I'll be honest. When I saw those, I wasn't instantly wowed.
Cool tees, honey black.
Okay.
No, I have to applaud. Yeah, I have to applaud for those. I have
Right,
to.
so once again, storytelling. Once again, building a tribe, building a language that you and your people resonate with, right? There has not been many people within the culture that have been able to do that in such a quick amount of time and clip 419 and cool tees, bro.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
just be
respect
real, man. This London thing is not a joke. The more he spoke, the more you started to feel. And I'm like, boom, like I can't deny the feels, bro. I can't deny the feelings. It got to a point where I'm like, boom, like I have to have this shoe. Like I don't even have a choice at this point. I have to have this shoe. The shoe dropped, I cut the shoe and it made sense. Apart from that, bro, I'm from Bermondsey. This guy was in Tower Bridge. He built a whole 419 Nike box. Shoe box in the middle of Tower Bridge. In my ends, like
Crazy.
Don't forget, about 4 years ago, he was facing a lawsuit from Nike.
boom. What a story, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
They were going
Yeah,
to sue him for this.
Yeah.
And next minute,
They'd collaborate.
he's one of the biggest collaborators with Nike.
Crazy.
Now is the time that shoe's gonna get the appreciation, because you're gonna want to wear it in the winter, the wet months, you know, cold months and stuff. When it came out, so many pairs floating around. I think that took away from the release, but those who knew and cared about the culture and what he's done were smart and scooped him up.
Pharrell and Adidas Jellyfish.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
These had to get mentioned. It wouldn't be right if these didn't get
Bro, I
mentioned.
mean,
Yeah.
man took an old school shoe, flattened it and then widened it out.
Yeah.
Me and the free stripe brands don't see eye to eye. I can't deal with Adidas. I respect it, the impact it's having at the minute, £250, but yeah, again, not for me, man.
This shoe's been out a few months, right? It's the first time I've seen it physically.
I felt really special owning the shoe. Like when I put it on, when I had it, it felt good.
This is definitely a super limited shoe, right? And probably the biggest shoe that Adidas has dropped in terms of hype this year.
I have a lot of shoes, so you kind of lose some sensation with shoes sometimes.
Yeah,
This one got me there. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Nobody has this shoe. It's difficult when the reason why I'm saying that is just thinking about a shoe like a brick by a brick. Enough people have it in hand for the general consensus to be this is a shoe of the year, right? Because it changes the narrative the more the people have it in hand. There's so few people that have this shoe in hand. How high? I'm not saying it shouldn't be on the list. I'm just saying how high could it really go? Because only so many people have even seen it.
Lorenz OG Dusk.
Lorenz OG.
860
860 V2.
That's what's
right?
up.
Cheat code.
For me, you can see how I dress. Like me, I'm a very calm dresser. I want my shoes to sing. This shoe,
Like singing.
it sings like Adele, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Aretha.
Hitting the notes.
Hitting every single note. It don't need no help. It don't need no help. Plus, it's super comfortable. So if I feel like he made it for like someone like me that I want comfort, but I also want a bag. You get me? Like, so I want to make the shoe make sense.
Shout out Lorenzo. I've done some stuff behind the scenes for that clip and really spoken to some brands, and I'm like, you guys are fumbling the bag.
Yeah, 100%.
Give him a collab, man.
Because he will sell it out.
What?
Guaranteed.
Shut
Give him
the
a collab.
whole thing
He's
down.
doing better work than some of the clubs out there anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I can
he's
point to a few of
selling-
them, boy.
Yeah, he's selling his own art And for 1,000, and you guys are not seeing this?
Awake New York and Air Jordan 5.
I don't even wear Jordan 5s, you know. But when you look at leather quality, the build quality, and they took out the mesh and put an A on it.
You know the leather's that good. It feels like, you know when your auntie's been on the sunbeds for too long. Nice.
I think the UK sneaker of the year, we need to show certain shoes as well in terms of the heat that we can bring in the UK.
I will say, you know that cliche, way better in hands. Like these are way better in hands.
Yeah.
Like,
It's actually annoying. This wasn't a shoe that was on my list. It's not really a shoe that I really just resonated with this year, especially the other pair. This pair more so, right? I like this pair more. That black pair is annoying to me. This pair, this is cold.
Yeah, no,
bro.
this is.
The quality is so good, they can't afford to mass produce it.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to draw comparisons between London and New York because this shoe is about New York. This shoe is about like I'm saying like the different boroughs and stuff like that. And I think it's a very smart play, right? When you see, okay, well, Clint's going over to New York because there's a big connection between London and New York.
To London.
I'll come to London
To do the
because
same
that
thing.
connection works the other way around, and I think it does make a lot of sense. So I have to put a lot of respect on Angelo's name, and I think what Awake did in this shoe, like I have not seen this shoe in hand before. This shoe
They went to town with it.
exceeded my expectations. Absolutely.
There you have it. 12 incredible sneakers that define 2025 in the UK. So all 4 sneakerheads have brought their top picks in and defended them like their lives depended on it, and we're down to the final 10. This is when it's about to get really real. How are you lot feeling about the final 10 right now?
Yeah, it's good.
Solid. Good. Solid. Respectful as well.
Yeah? Okay. Let's get down to what is coming in at number 10 first.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Jellyfish.
Oh, Lord.
Jellyfish. Man. No, listen, before we get to jellyfish, yeah. Like, I hear what you're saying about the Jordan 1 Nigels, yeah, better with time. I hear that. But literally, he's taking the shoe release 4 years ago, taking the top off and dyed it black.
hold on.
Am I lying though?
At least we can get the pairs. At least we can get the pairs. You can't
Yeah,
even
I
get
mean
the
that
jellyfish.
wasn't available.
But
Like,
still,
in
though, bro,
public.
the Jordan 1 High Cream, whatever the first one,
Yeah.
is a replica of that, no?
Yeah.
But black and low top.
Black. I agree.
No, he did the black, but
Yeah, he
it was
flipped
his
it on.
gifted pair from Nike
Yeah,
or
I know,
something.
but still, like,
So you're telling me
There was minimum
the
effort in
Jellyfish
that, boy.
over the Jordan 1?
100%.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I know Erkin wants to get that jellyfish out there ASAP, right? The truth is, yeah, that jellyfish is gonna go deep into this thing. Respectfully. So you might need to get your head around this thing. Like you might need to get your head around.
Let me say this, yeah. If Tosh didn't bring this, would this even be in the conversation?
He said it was
No,
gonna be
no,
outside.
no, no,
It's in
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, 100%.
It's in the
100%.
conversation. I think respectfully, it's in the
Because
conversation.
it's such a left field shoe that is kind of desirable that you wouldn't really think it'd be desirable. You know what I mean? And
You know what this reminds me of? Remember when Adidas was doing the 4D?
Yes.
And they brought that shoe out, the midsole was 4D
Yeah,
printed,
yeah.
and it was all these things where stones could get stuck in and whatever. I think it's going to be like that. Like that shoe was retailing for around the same price.
Yeah,
It sold out everywhere. It was crazy.
expensive.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was £400-500 actually.
Now you can't even sell them for like 50 quid on Sports Direct or whatever. Like, shout out Sports Direct. But it gives me the same vibe. Like, because it's new, because you can't get it. That's the only reason. It's
I don't
respected
think
as
so.
much.
I think
You know what mean?
I think we as sneakers always complain about retros, but we don't reward innovation. That's the problem, right?
Agreed.
If those trainers didn't come through Pharrell, and they were just Adidas on their own,
Yeah.
would
I
people
still-
still be talking about them?
Yeah,
100%.
I still feel so.
100%.
Like, I'm not swayed by the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
for
just
real.
because I think the thing is I think you can take or leave Pharrell. Don't get me wrong, Pharrell is massive in terms of what he's achieved and him doing amazing things at LV. Like, but his kicks have always been a little bit hit
He's
and
done a
miss
few dead
at
shoes,
Adidas.
man.
Yeah.
They've been hit and miss. They've never
Yeah.
100% been like smash out the box. I think it's great that he's been able to use his eye to elevate this shoe because it was an original Adidas shoe. I think it was the Adi Star or something like that.
Adidas,
Yeah, I think it was the Adi Star. So he's elevated a shoe that they already had, and I think that's probably the lane that I think he's probably really good at. He could probably see something and know how to make it slightly better as opposed to building up something from scratch. But I think that the truth is, it is a very desirable shoe. It's a very cool shoe. It's super innovative. I think it deserves to be here, man.
100%.
The Jordan 1 though, I love the Jordan 1. It's a very wearable shoe. Like, I'm saying, like, if you want to, like, I don't want to degrade the shoe in any way. I think the shoe's fantastic. I think the shoe's fantastic. Like, but I think if I look at a list in my mind, I can't see a list where that Jordan 1 is higher than that Adidas.
I agree.
We'll come back in 2-3 years' time. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a fair point.
Year 4, Nick Sneaker year. We'll see what it is.
Yeah. He's just trying to make sure he gets invited back next year.
I told you so.
Come on, defend the team, yeah.
So are we saying that the Jordan ones are
I would say
Number
number
10.
10.
number 10?
Number 10.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Fair enough. That was one of my left field picks anyway, so I'm glad it still made it. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's move on to number 9.
Jellyfish.
Do you know what I would say? Like, just throwing it out there, I'll probably say the 90s.
The patterns.
I'll probably say the patterns.
Yeah, me too. That's what I
I'm
am.
feeling that's a respectful place for them. Because remember, like, obviously anniversary year for the 90s, but it was a muted year for 90s. Like, it was a muted year. It wasn't like super out there. And by your own admit, I mean, you loved the Volt, but a lot of people loved the sort of, I don't know if it was the lilac or purple colour. Right, so there was a little bit of a toss up there. I think the shoes are cold. I do think they're cold, and I was annoyed that I wasn't able to pick up a pair. But I feel like 9 feels right for this.
Yeah.
But like, I'm open to discuss it.
Again, if you had the shoe though.
I
hear it. It's not the most exciting, but it's like
It's not the most exciting, but Franklin, you would say the pink sneakers over.
Yeah, 100%.
Over the
I
patterns.
love pink. I love pink. I mean, just
For UK culture.
For UK culture, yeah, because I feel that things are changing. Like, you know, back in the day, everyone's wearing like dark colors. People are now expressing themselves and colors. And I think for UK culture, we've seen a lot more colors. Yeah, especially in the last couple of years. So I would say these over those.
Okay. Yeah, I think the 90s, I like the 90s. I like it a lot because, to be fair, I think it should be top 10. No disrespect. Because I had it, so I'm going to sell this shoe, and I pull it out of the box and I said, nah, I'm not selling this shoe.
It's a great
good
90,
shoe. It's
yeah,
clean.
It's a great 90, yeah.
It's not hype enough. Again, to be fair, it felt a bit lazy from Pata as well. They could have done a bit more with the shoe. I think they could have done a lot more.
I agree.
The way they did the chlorophyll was so good.
So this is it, right?
Yeah.
So
do you know what I mean? They could have done a lot more with the shoe.
What Pata does with shoes,
You know what I mean?
what Pata does with shoes is so, like, we hold them to such high standards. I think, I'm not saying that this is a bad shoe. It's definitely not a bad shoe. But to your point, I think, like, you would have been fair to expect more.
I mean, let me ask you a
Really
question.
fair to
If you didn't have
expect
Pata on it, would you still like it?
Yeah. I've got a pair of Volt 90s that are like the bits at the bottom, you know, the nibs, they're worn out. Like, I've worn them so much.
Fair enough.
I echo what you say though, bro. Like, they could have done so much with the storytelling. Like, they did the whole capsule, the tracksuits, everything sick. I've got the jacket. But the only thing that's missing is the storytelling. Why is this shoe this color and those colors?
Cool. Exactly.
Why the waves back? Like, all these things, you know. That's the only thing it holds it back, because it's a great shoe. It's like a Sneakerheads shoe. You know, it's not like the most hype or anything. It's just a great UK 90. That's the only thing. So
that's the number. What a number 9 shoe then?
Number 9.
Number 9, number 10, number 9. Both of those trainers came from you. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah. Look, Jellyfish is still here, so it's rigged. It's
You
already
know what?
rigged.
He's calm because he
It's
knows,
not rigged.
he knows the neons are going far, so he's calm.
Yeah, at
about
least
it.
one of my babies is.
He's calm. He's calm about it.
Can I put a cat amongst the pigeons a little bit?
Yeah, go on.
Because something's just come to my mind, and I'm like, someone might be watching this and be screaming at the TV like, how come no one said this? How come no one said that, right? And we did have space for honorable mentions, but there's a shoe that was mentioned earlier that isn't, funnily enough, didn't get on anyone's list, and it's the Black Metallic 5 Reimagined.
I did, yeah, but you know what? I'm guilty for that car. I picked that already, and my wife would tell you, I was still picking the list last night. I was swapping shoes at midnight, and that was so close to my list. The only reason why I didn't pick that shoe was, as Jordan 5 goes, I think the Awake did a better job of a Jordan 5.
Okay.
That's
That's
the only reason why.
That is a fair point.
Because
if you're looking for a representative of a
five, the waist, because the quality of the material on this, if you compare them, it's just not the same.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
That
Yeah,
the build
now I hear
quality
it. I see it. I feel it.
So that was the only reason I was so close to putting the metallic fives on there. They're sick. But I think honorable mention, 100%.
Cool.
Speaking of honorable mention, what about the Jordan 1 85s? 85 cut.
Do you know what? We did speak about
that. I queued up with my son for that boy at 7 a.m. outside of Sides in Southampton. I was so cold. I'm always cold.
Do you know what? That's a because I did mention that earlier when we was in sort of the green room. I was like, that shoe for me is one of them ones, right? I'm saying it literally is one of them ones. It dropped really early in the year. I think it dropped like Feb, May or whatever it was. Feb, March. The level of fanfare that was happening in America in terms of like white glove service and making it sort of an elevated buying experience did not translate in the UK.
They didn't try hard enough.
Like that did not come over, right? The story of the shoe is strong on its own, right? But then the where Nike could have added sort of value would have been in that
storytelling,
making it feel like expensive, making it feel special. Like you were talking about earlier, like when you put the shoe on, it makes you feel special. Like the shoe sells itself, but making us feel special about getting the shoe,
owning the shoe. Like wow,
right? It should have because you're bringing back an 85 bread, bro. That's a super heavyweight.
They fumbled the bag in the
It's a
UK.
heavyweight shoe, bro. So yeah, there's a lot more they could have done
with that shoe. Like a lot of shoes that come out earlier on in the year, they kind of get swept under the carpet.
They do.
And do you feel that's fell victim to it as well?
I think so. I agree.
100%.
If it come out now, maybe you'll be in the conversation more.
Yeah.
But the marketing the storytelling was good in the States. They just didn't try enough in the UK. I don't understand
Yeah,
why
I want to
not.
shout out one of the
They just
the
kind of
stores.
released it. And
One of the stores in Chicago, Success. I know the guys there, and they hired a Rolls Royce Cullinan to bring people to the store.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
rebuilt the store. Wow. And it was amazing. And see, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes they sleep on the UK, man. Like,
Give us some
we
love.
deserve that.
Yeah,
like,
of
but
course.
to do that, and there's still Success in Chicago. It's a very local kind of store. And for Jordan Brand to say, nah, you're gonna be the store. We're gonna put money in, give you guys, because let's be honest, you're hiring a Rolls Royce to pick people up and all that. And it was more than one Rolls Royce, by the way. It's costing, you're spending more in marketing than you're going to make in profit. You know what I'm saying? But to show that can happen, it shows that sometimes, that's why I fight for the UK. They need to just show us some more love. And they have in the past. I mean, but let's that's another conversation.
So we've got our number 9 and number 10. Let's move on to number 8. What is the UK's number 8 spot for?
Jellyfish.
He's going to say that for everything, isn't it?
This is a tough one.
Controversial. I want to say the Black Cats.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I want to say the Black Cat. And I feel the only reason I'm saying that is it's because it's new. There's an attachment to it. Oh God, it's new. We got it. But in terms of, it's a Black Cat, right? It's the Black Cat Jordan 4. It's just what it is.
Do you know what's so funny about Sneakerheads? It's like we say the same thing, but we say it with different emphasis. It's it's the Black Cat Jordan 4s. It's the Black Cat Jordan 4s. It has to be higher on the list, but it's just the Black Cat Jordan 4. Like, it is that shoe. Like, and I think it was a great shout for us to have it on the list because I think we've seen in real time the elevation of that shoe and the importance of the UK culture. You've seen in real time. You've seen it happen. We've seen it not looked at at all, and then we've seen it elevated to a massive status. Like I'm saying to the point now where when things are going left and right, people are just still trying to get the shoe. Right. So I think it's definitely a shoe that deserves like a massive amount of respect. But I don't know if 8. I don't know if 8. You know, I think I'm okay with 8.
8's not too bad.
I think I'm okay with 8. I think I'm okay
I
with 8.
disagree, you know. I think because it's a retro, it's been sought after, the shape's better, like Nike Air at the back, everything. I'm kind of leaning more towards the Cortez. And I know it's I love that shoe, like I've worn it, everything, like love the shoe. But I think the storytelling and the marketing sells the shoe more. As opposed to the Black Cats, the shoe sells the shoe without the marketing, you know. And it's one of those things I feel like how the release went and everything else, I think the Cortez 95s were so easy to get. And again, it could be a thing of making more pairs and whatever, but the Black Cats right now, yes, it's the shoe of the moment, but how many years have been waiting for that shoe to retro?
You know what? I think I'm going to decamp, you know.
Hold on, I need to, sorry to interject, Tosh. The Cortez were easy to get?
This
I
one's
got
way,
3
yeah.
pairs of those.
Oh wow!
I got a pair for myself, my son, my wife. It was
Wow.
hard.
It wasn't as hard as it was for the original.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to decamp, and I'm going to decamp to Erkin's camp for this reason and this reason only. It's not even the best of the 4 he did.
So that's a fair point as well.
To be fair,
That's
like,
a massively fair
let's
point.
be
as
real.
well.
He's done 4 of them.
Yeah.
And this is the worst of the 4.
Yeah.
So I get the
I wouldn't
story.
use the
I don't
term
know.
worst.
Yeah,
Not worse. Okay, not worse. No
But
worse.
like,
No
no,
worse.
I hear what you're saying. It's the least in terms of innovation.
If this was
right?
a gutter green, I would have me. You would be fighting.
Yeah,
now.
I know.
That should be hard.
I know.
I mean, like,
Because
it's not.
obviously bolder choices were made in terms of design on those shoes, right? And I get it, right? I think if you took those 4, I think this is probably number 2.
Well, over the
Yeah.
I think this is
Yeah, I
probably
would say-
out
I
of the
would say
4. I
green-
think this
yeah,
is
the
probably
green
number
and the-
2.
yeah,
I put it
same.
3 to be fair, you know.
I
I do
think
like
the-
the blue.
I think
the pink is
I think
hard,
that's a
though.
discussion. It doesn't go to the bottom of the list, though.
No.
It doesn't go to the bottom of the list. It
For
just
me,
doesn't.
for me, it does.
No, but that's fair.
Actually,
That's fair.
no. So the blue is the bottom for me.
But this was the best rollout.
The rollout is incredible.
Going to Brazil?
Go to Brazil,
This is
yeah.
it, right? This is it. Like, 'cause at a
Yeah.
moment, there was a moment where we thought it was a Brazil exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was a
video.
moment-
Yeah.
Because of the colours.
He's in the
Because of the
favelas.
colours.
It's like, boom.
He went to the hood in
Like, he
Brazil,
went to the ends, bro. And I'm like, do you know
and he
what?
shot. He done the shoot out there. I mean,
And also, like, and to touch on your point, like Franklin, this guy did multiple drops in multiple countries
Yeah.
for the same shoe.
Yeah.
How many shoes did Cortez drop this year? 1.
Yeah.
Right? He's been to 4 countries.
yeah.
dropped the same
No,
shoe.
did he drop Tarachis this year as well?
That's last year.
That was last year.
I'm
Quick in it. I know.
Oh my
That man
goodness.
made me
Free
buy
last year,
Rashes. I never used to buy them kind of shoes.
Because the original 95s were 2 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, last
That's crazy.
But yeah, he went to so many countries, dropped the same shoe so many times,
And still had the fanfare. Still had
and
the queue.
still had people.
But that's the
like,
question.
running
Did
streets.
he have the fanfare because how well the other 3 did, or because of the merit of this shoe?
I think it's the merit of the shoe personally, because
I just
it
think
was.
the other shoe, the resell.
Very wearable
Yeah.
shoe.
No, listen, it's a black Air Max, right? You can wear it anywhere you want. It's got a little pop of color. It's nice. But this is the black Cat 4, bro.
I mean, I think it's.
This is my third one. My third one.
Change the tone now.
Do you know,
Change the
this is
level.
it, right? Well, do you know that's literally it. They are very similar in terms of their application, right? In how you would wear those shoes, we'd wear those shoes exactly the same way, right? So if you remove that, right? If you just remove that from the table, and you look at what's left, storytelling, rollout.
But
I
what's
think
a better shoe,
the
though?
Cortez has the
What's a
black
better
kit,
shoe?
the
What's
black
a-
cat on those things.
I think, you know what it is? I think it comes down to what does the shoe mean to you, like,
Personally,
yeah, it's a personal thing because the black cats we've been waiting for ages. A lot of people, obviously, frankly, you got this last 2 retros, so it's going to mean a lot to you as well. I think the Cortez, why we're enjoying this colorway a lot, is because we missed out on the first 3.
I agree.
If we didn't, would we be singing the same hymn sheet? You know?
I was there.
Yeah, exactly. We've all been there.
I mean, to be fair, like I said, my son is an Air Max head, and I bought him the Cortez, and he traded it for a New Balance.
Oh, well, that's just a problem with parenting.
Whoa, he traded for a New Balance.
He
can teach your son the way he should go.
So you can have the Cortez 95, this one,
Yeah.
Wowza.
or the New Balance. He picked the New Balance instead.
Which New Balance?
What New Balance?
Is
Don't say a
the
550.
no? It's one of the protection pack ones.
2002.
2021? Really?
I mean, that's
That's a beautiful shoe. That's one of my
that's a
favorites.
solid shoe, man.
Yeah, it's
That's
well
sitting, bro.
Yeah.
This is sitting too, bro. Like
On the resale, it's actually on the retail and stuff. So
What the
the only
Cortez.
blacks, you can get them for like the same.
The Cortez?
Yeah.
I might have to go back.
So,
That shoe's never
I'm
gonna
lazy
go
when
wrong.
and it's an Air Max. So what I'm saying,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, the shoe's hard. I'll put the black cat before it.
Okay. I
So
think
Black
I'll
Cat's
keep
at number
I'm
8.
not-
No, it's a black cat number 7.
because it's your pick,
7.
Prozac, innit?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. By the way, you're fighting against the 95, just so you know. Just
No,
so
but
you know.
I prefer the black cats though. That's what.
No, I hear you, I hear you.
So I would say
those.
I mean, you go to a vote, but I think that's an A. I think the black card is a 7.
I would agree with that.
I'm not gonna fight too hard. I think if we're saying that the Cortez is the 8, and then we're saying
the black cat is a 7.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jellyfish is a 7.
Yeah.
The jellyfish is a 7.
Yeah.
The jellyfish is a 7.
No, I think jellyfish.
I think
jellyfish goes higher. I think it goes higher.
Jellyfish goes higher, bro.
Yeah,
He's trying.
No, sorry, bro. Sorry,
I thought we had him there. I thought Franklin had that, yes. Yeah. What?
Like, and the black kit's one of my favorite shoes ever, but I think the jellyfish goes higher. So that's so 8, 7.
Yeah. So what's the 6?
Okay,
What's the
so
six?
6.
What are we going for number 6?
Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie. As much as I like the guy and his English and everything else and all that stuff, I think Lorenzo has to be number 6.
Here we go.
I think for me, it's the fact that one is not an official collaboration. 2, nobody can get the shoe. I mean, people are saying the jellyfish is inaccessible. You can't get there's 200 pairs.
Does it matter that it wasn't an official collaboration?
I think he has to at some point because.
But for sneaker of the year, does it matter?
Nah, it don't matter.
It does, because that could be a sneaker that was never released as a sneaker.
It really doesn't, because the shoe was the thing is, it's different from like the jellyfish, where we essentially have gone on the app and no one's been able to get the shoe, right? Everyone had the ability to go to where the shoe was dropping. No, everyone had the ability to go to where the shoe was dropping.
I know.
Right? The ability to get the shoe is based on the luck of the draw. Who got the chocolate bar? Who got the golden ticket? It was all like the Willy Wonka.
I respect that.
So it was like, if you were there, the likelihood of you getting the shoe was higher than obviously if you're not in the country or if you're not around, right? So like, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I do understand obviously the limit of the amount is obviously, like I was saying in regards to the jellyfish. If a shoe's super limited, there's not going to be a lot of people talking about the shoe enough to make it like an upper echelon shoe. That being said, I'll always champion the shoe because of like how many touch points like I could see in terms of the culture, in terms of the actual execution of the shoe, storytelling of the shoe as well, in terms of the colorway itself. You get me? Like, and the designer being from the UK, driving UK, right? In terms of like, in the same vein as a Clint, like, he's doing it on his own budget. He's backing himself.
Yeah, I respect that.
Right? I'm saying like, and this is it, like, and this isn't sneaker customization. I don't want us to stick it in that box. I don't want to stick it in that box, man, because respectfully, customizers tend to devalue the shoe. What he does is definitely increasing the value of the shoe.
No, I respect
you get me?
But does your argument warrant it be number 6 though?
I personally think it's a top 5.
Nah.
I personally think it's a top 5 shoe.
I'm sorry, I can't agree with that. No way.
I personally think it's a top 5 shoe.
Franklin's been quiet on this.
No, I would say the 95. If his 95s weren't as expensive, I would say those were a top 5.
That's a shout.
Yeah, those are definitely a top 5.
100%. 26 pairs, like, it's
yeah.
Like,
so it's not
that 95.
accessible
It
enough.
wouldn't have even been a story to
that would be
that
top 3 for
95.
me.
Yeah.
And to be, let's be honest,
I put that on my story and people were like,
let's be
I was
honest,
like, bro, back yourself.
No,
yeah.
let us.
That shoe's cold.
Let us be honest. If that was an official collaboration and there was loads of pairs, that would make Sneaker of the Year.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Without
100%.
Without doubt.
100%.
No,
So
no.
yeah, so I think that's fair at number 6.
I think I think number 6.
agree.
I think number 6 respects the fact that he's done it himself. He's a UK guy.
Yes, he's done great. It's great.
You know what?
great.
And you know what? Respectfully, the guy's my guy. Like, I think it's a respectful spot.
I think
it's a respectful spot. In my personal, it's a top 5, but for it to be top 6 in amongst these, these guys,
I want to put it top 5 if the jellyfish is 6. I'm just saying, that's the only way it's making top 5.
No.
So this guy's playing games.
If you want to work together, bro.
So I'm on the jellyfish 6, I can get it top 5. I was saying, let's talk.
Triple that pod.
We can rewind to what Prozac said when they saw the jellyfish, bro.
No. I feel like, honestly, like, we have to be like we could joke and we can play around or whatever, like, but obviously it's really, really important from our perspective and definitely from mine that we build a list that stands, right? In terms of like it has to be legitimate, right? And I feel like as much as I love the 860, I think the Jellyfish in terms of range, in terms of like just international desire for that shoe, like from Paris Fashion Week to UK to America, like people want that shoe. Like as much as people love Lorenzo, like the passion for that shoe is way higher than the passion for this shoe, and I have to admit that as much as I love the shoe.
It's a top five.
You go Adidas in the top 5.
We'll see. In 4 years, we'll come back.
Okay, that's fine.
I think that's fair.
That's a fair point.
So we move on to say the Lorenzo is number 6, and Jellyfish is number 5. Is that what we're saying?
If this goes any higher, I can't lie. I'm walking offset. I can't lie.
You know, I'll be pushing to put the Awakes as a 5 over. I think the Jellyfish is a better shoe.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll go ahead.
Any arguments?
I'll tell you why.
Those are two of his shoes as well.
Yeah.
They're two of my shoes, exactly that. So
like it's a fair play.
for me personally, is the Awake 5 is an incredible shoe. The build quality and everything else. But he did a Jordan 5 with good quality leather. There was no risk taken. The colorway is nice. It's a bit out there, but it's nice.
Wait. Sorry, there's no risk taken. He put a big A on the side.
Come on.
That's really
It's a bright pink shoe.
It's a bright pink shoe.
It's a bright pink shoe. It's a bright pink shoe.
This is. He put a big A and it's pink. That's a risk.
That's a massive. No, I hear
That's a
that.
huge risk. Like,
I think. But Jordan's fanciful, right? It's a Jordan brand shoe.
it's a Jordan brand, yeah.
The
But
hype-
putting an A on the side,
The hype is going to always come with a Jordan
first
shoe.
time that's been done.
But
Yeah, never been done.
Yeah, never been done.
Adidas doing this shoe? Adidas, really? Nobody fancies Adidas. I mean, this is one Adidas shoe in the top 10 list, both in the UK and in America.
I think this is the conversation we need to have, though. I think these are the two shoes in this area that we need to talk
Yeah,
about.
one
I think
will
this
be
is
fine,
the
one will
right-
be 4.
I think this is the right conversation to have.
I think one will be 5, one will be 4. I agree.
Yeah.
But for me,
But
I'm
which
just thinking.
is which? Yeah, which is which?
I'm thinking. Listen, you're right. There's a risk taking the A on the side, but it's got a jump start already because it's the Jordan brand. Adidas is not fanciful. Nobody cares about Adidas. Let's be real. I mean, even Pharrell did the Superstar Elevators, flopped. They've been flopping.
Is the point that you're making is that shoe is standing on its own merit? Like, it's not really got the fanfare. It's not really had like a lot,
But-
other than it's just what it is. Whereas obviously this shoe it's Jordan brand. It's got that big behemoth behind it,
Correct.
and just instantly has that sort of cultural.
I mean, you made a very valid point. You're a big Yeezy man. You're a big Adidas man. You've done the show with them as well. Once Yeezy stopped, man, they tried everything. Bad Bunny, Fear of
done,
God. They've done. Listen, there's nothing Adidas haven't thrown it. They collaborated with the world. They've done a $sign shoe with the wings on the side. They've done everything. Nobody's like. These
Just
come
notable
out.
mention with Averex Adidas was a.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's a
But it's not
different.
widely- yeah, it's
That's a
not-
different shoe because of the leather, the quality of that
quality.
shoe. When I pulled it out of the bag of the box, it smells like the Prada one they did with Adidas.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is premium stuff. Like that's different. That's almost like that's.
Yeah.
It's borderline between a trainer and it's an art form. They've got the full tongue on it. That's different. You can't. But I'm saying in terms of a GR shoe,
Yeah.
they've tried everything, NMDs and.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say though, sorry to butt in, but as much as I don't want to admit it, this is probably the only Adidas shoe that I've seen to make a ruckus. Like, yes, there's been Sambas on everyone's feet since 22,
Gazelles.
23, Gazelles, Spezials and everything, but for a shoe to create this controversy in terms of trying to get it, the price tag, the colorways, the hype, everything, even for the own brand to make a bootleg version of it, and it's still selling out. It's still selling out.
they turned it around very quick.
Exactly.
Yeah, they said, yo.
And then they brought out the remix.
Out ready to go, bro.
But it's funny because that's what that's Kanye's whole beef.
Yeah.
They dropped
They're ready to go.
And, but
Would the hype still have been there if they weren't super limited?
I think so,
Yeah,
John.
I think
Listen,
so. I think
everybody
so.
wanted.
Yeah, no,
I
I
didn't
think
actually
so.
know how limited they were when I first saw the picture, and I wanted the shoe.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
and I was
just-
so pissed when I realized Frankie was in Paris. I'm like, oh man, I could have just said I wanted to see you
Bro,
as an excuse to get the shoe.
I literally wanted to because I had to work on in the store, but I wanted to leave and be like, you know, but every time we finish, I'm
Someone
like,
coming- yeah, man,
yeah,
like-
we had our showroom out there. It was crazy.
Yeah,
But-
they went
But
to
because,
town.
because
with
they
the shoe.
weren't widely available, is it unfair to put them so high up in the ranking for Sneaker
No,
of the Year?
well, they were because like when they came online, they were, but some people wanted them. You know what I mean?
They had quantities
They had
available, but
quantities,
they just
but
had more people wanted it than what they
yeah,
had.
It was
But like
already-
Prozac said earlier, this is the first time he's actually had them to hand. Has anyone else seen them? Apart, you've
Oh
probably
yeah,
seen
I've
them.
seen. Yeah,
Have you?
No, I haven't.
They weren't readily available. So it seems.
I mean, to be fair, let's be real. Apart from a couple of shoes in there, most of the shoes here you can't just go and pick them up. I mean, even the neons, you can't go to the shop. It's just not there
Yeah.
sitting waiting for you.
yeah.
Well,
You got £400 to spend before you get hold of it.
No, I think I like the reason why I made that point earlier is because like I don't think you can be like a top 3 shoe and be so limited. I think
agree.
more voices need to be carrying that narrative that this is legitimately the sneaker of the year type shoe. I think a lot of people are saying that the Jellyfish has changed a lot of their approach or changed a lot of how they look at Adidas. I think Adidas has struggled to innovate in a way that's cool for a long time.
I agree with that.
Right? And I think this has done something for them. And I agree. When you do a teardown version so quickly, bro,
There was a no time, bro.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's-
they didn't
and it's
bother.
sold out. They sold out.
And that sold out.
That's crazy.
So it's like people don't care. They don't care. They just are vibing with that particular design language, and I think it makes sense. So I think having that shoe. Yeah, I think having the that shoe over the Awakes probably
I
makes
think
more
so.
sense.
But look, Adidas, please do not saturate the market.
Yeah, don't kill it.
Always do.
Yeah, don't kill it. Yeah,
They've
that's what they
had
do.
Adidas, you know, we do say what we say about Adidas, but they've had amazing moments, but they saturate the market.
They just kill it.
It's like,
Yeah,
they
they smell it, and then
But I wanna say,
yeah, and it's like,
Let's
yeah,
chop it all
but
out.
I guess, look, I'm speaking from just a love of brands, but from a business point of view, it makes sense with them.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I just think for me, like I said, most of my shoes on my channel is Jordans, and this one here, I couldn't wait to unbox it. I just couldn't wait to get my hand in
No,
it.
it's a dope shoe. So what are we saying? That's
Number
5.
5. So
that's
it's like-
5, and that's 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So we're on the top 3 now, right?
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
I feel like this has been pretty smooth, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like this
Yeah.
has been pretty smooth.
At number 3 though,
Yeah.
I would say the undefeateds. Straight out the back.
I didn't even put it in my top 4.
Undefeateds at number 3.
I agree with that. I mean, I think undefeated for me, without the story, without the fact that it was super limited, it's a green. There's a green one that came out like this last year that flopped. So it's not the colorway.
Do you know what? That's a massive point because they did. I can't remember what the name was. It's probably like the khaki, whatever. But they did have a very similar looking shoe that dropped last
What's it
year.
called? Is it one of them?
Was it olive or something?
Yeah,
Olive,
yeah.
Olive.
They
Craft.
did have a very
Yeah.
similar
Craft
looking
olive.
Craft
shoe.
olive.
Yeah,
Olive
Craft
craft or
olive.
something.
And people were putting pink
And
laces, orange laces on it. To try and-
That's exactly
Trying
what
to
they did.
take that.
I shared that guy who made the skit of him thinking he bought the undefeated.
Craft olives.
Obviously, I'm sure he was.
Yeah, I'm very-
just
it was
doing,
a
but
joke.
It was funny, man.
That was
undefeated, bro.
No, you got the craft olives, bro. Do you know what I mean? So as much as so I think it's high up on the list because we have to put respect on the fact of what it signifies and what it stands for. But that's the only reason why it's this high up.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, like I said, there was a shoe that looked just like this that just didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I wouldn't say it didn't work. It worked, but it was just widely available.
It wasn't a top 10. It wasn't a top 10
just,
shoe.
It was just around.
It was
Like, I
just
think
there.
because I did look at them and I was like,
I had them
you know.
and I sold them. 'cause
Oh,
I'm like,
okay. Yeah.
Did they have the embossed netting as opposed to the actual netting?
No, it was built well, but it's just one of the crafts. So they used like different kind of materials on
different
it.
kind of
So
materials and stuff like that.
there's
I
cuts
do
here and
remember
there.
it. I do remember it.
It was a-
They're all right.
Do you know what I was?
No,
gonna,
right, yeah,
you know what I was gonna say? I was like, I think because obviously we're talking about the undefeateds, and I think that's a fair conversation. I think in my mind, what I'm seeing is the undefeateds as a story doesn't resonate in the UK as much as the 95.
Oh, 100%.
That's it.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's it.
Without a doubt.
And I think that's very, very important to know.
And I want to throw shots at them because when they released the European release, they went to Paris.
Paris, they didn't come to London.
And I did publicly say this.
They didn't come to
Yeah,
the
I
UK.
publicly said.
You know what,
I
let's
publicly
make
said it
let's
didn't
make
come
let's
to
make
the
it number
UK.
10, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Take it all the way up.
because I feel like I
Put down
said
the
this. I
list.
said this that we're and I made a statement. I said, look, a lot of people wanted that shoe. Originally, people. So this is what I heard in the grapevine. So it was LA, I think LA, and then they went to where else?
Pop-ups of LA. I think
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Chicago.
Then there wasn't even supposed to be like a UK release. Then they came to Paris. Then I think a lot of us said something about it, but then it came with sneakers.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, were you ever going to make it?
Because even on the website, when they did their release or raffle,
Yeah.
there was no UK shipping.
There was no UK shipping,
And on
yeah.
the top of the website, it said free international worldwide shipping. I was
Yeah,
like,
and there was no UK.
But no UK.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's what
this is
made
number,
people.
this is number 11 now, bro.
Yeah, because a lot of UK people got it in their car. Everyone got it in their car, and then so that's what created people getting upset. And that's what I'm saying. Like, put respect on the UK. Put respect on, because do that, and then you go to Paris. They've done a wicked activation in Paris to the point people in Paris were getting 4 pairs.
Yeah.
People were getting 3-4 pairs in Paris. Yeah, they had so many pairs in Paris that people were getting so many pairs, and then I think they thought, let's put some on sneakers because there's so many pairs. People were getting so many pairs, so it's like, So yeah, I would put it at number 3.
Okay, cool.
Before we do the top 2, though, shout out to a couple of notable mentions. I know we didn't say this was, man, J Tips with sucking.
Oh yes! Oh man, no!
Wow.
Well, yeah.
I love you, but I'm
Thank
busy.
you for saying that.
I love when I'm busy.
Yeah.
Flies that go uptown.
Bro, for me, it is I love you, but I'm busy. That
I
shit
love
was
you, but I'm
so
busy.
crazy.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
So
respect
crazy.
to this
Yeah,
guy.
we have to-
like,
Massive amount
Yeah.
of respect to
Yeah.
J Tips.
the Poison Ivy pair.
Yeah. Now J Tips deserves a lot of respect.
No, 100%.
And he came to the UK.
Yeah, and
And
he's,
he did come to
he's
the UK.
another great guy.
Yeah.
Another great guy.
I got a picture of you and him. Yeah, he came to the
another
UK.
great guy. I mean, what he's done for Sokani, that's what I say. Sokani is amazing. His storytelling is great. His execution is amazing,
Oh, yeah.
and he's made shoes that we wouldn't really kind of drift to, very desirable.
I would never buy a Saucony with
So
J Tips. I can't.
he's kind of really put some energy back into the brand. They've opened a really good Covent Garden store. They've done a release
beautiful store,
there, and we have to give it. Like, I'll be honest, like I wasn't able to get like the last pair he dropped, but what's the one you said? I love you, but busy. Yeah, I think that would have definitely, I would have been. That'd be one.
That's a
of my
good shoe.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great shoe.
really good shoe.
I think in a similar line, I think Joe Freshgoods had a good year.
Joe Freshgoods,
good,
aged
good,
well.
yeah,
Aged
good,
I
yeah.
think Joe
well.
Freshgoods
Oh,
had
what are you
a
talking
beginning of
about?
the year, like aged well, sort of arcing
The
back
hand-me-downs.
to his, yeah, but then he's obviously come back with
hand-me-down
the
is fire,
hand-me-down
bro.
and I think it was Bag Lady or
Bag
whatever it was
Lady,
called,
yeah.
Those shoes, I don't think he's missed. I think the issue, and I don't even know if it's an issue in regards to storytelling. It may just be an issue in regards to brand.
Have you seen his interview?
Yes, I did see his interview.
That's one of the reasons why I think he doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Because he struggles to connect. He always talks about, I was high and.
That's a fair
How'd you
point.
how'd you get
That's a fair
how'd you get the
point.
Bad Lady story?
Yeah.
Well, I was just high and.
Well, so that is
Do you know what I mean?
I think that was a mistake on his part.
Do
I
you
think
know
that
what I
was
mean? Give us a
definitely a
story.
mistake on his
Give us
part.
something to
Because
make it
it doesn't. So that's. I mean, we've spoken about Nigel so many times, and I think Nigel. I think there are a number like Clint. I think there are a number of people that do this very well. Like even if that was how it came about,
Don't tell us that.
You need to give us something.
need to lean back
There
on
was
your
a person-
creative writing.
There was a lady back in the day.
Yeah,
you know,
mom.
yeah.
You need to lean back on your creative writing, bro. You need to come up with something,
Yeah,
bro.
don't
Because that's
kill
what we're
your-
holding on to
Yeah.
as a reason to buy the shoe. And this is it. I think
I'll
your
be
point is
completely honest
actually
with you.
fair.
I had the shoe. I've got the hand-me-down shoe. I was going to do a video on this. I was watching. That's why I watched the interview. I thought, give me something But watching, I was like, I felt deflated. I'm like, this shoe doesn't feel special.
that's a fair point,
Well, you were just
man.
high, and there was a couple of names that we just picked a name. That's what
It's
he
a
said.
cold shoe. It looks very good.
hard.
I didn't see,
Like,
I
it's a
didn't
very
see
good
that
shoe.
one.
It was
It was a
complex.
complex
Yeah.
one.
He said,
But nah, it's
I just go high
definitely-
and
Yeah, he literally said that. He literally said, I remember him saying it.
We got to remember though, some of these collaborators are on the contracts. Like it's like when a singer brings out an album, they have to bring out certain albums by certain dates. So maybe there's that. He's just like,
We
you know
thought
what?
we thought that with Clint.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
thought, he's on that 360. He needs to bring
get
out
out of
a
the deal.
shit ASAP. No, but I think I think the aged well was different to in that regard, because you could. The story was inbuilt because it was that original shoe,
And then it fades
right?
right
And then
into
it
one.
fades
Yeah,
into
I
this
agree
one.
with that
So
one.
I love that story because it's like a sequel, it's a graduation of the story. But somebody else as well that probably deserves a mention. I don't know if necessarily they had a strong enough year for it to be sort of like in the top 10, but Salehi.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Salehi,
yeah.
strong.
He did his own shoe. Got respect
Yeah,
for that.
he's like
yeah.
Sponge.
Yeah.
He was able to bring Sponge out, and obviously he's got the book. But then he also had the 1000s come out with New
Yeah,
Balance
which
as
is-
well.
was a
I
hard
think he had a
shoe.
couple of other shoes come out.
He had a really
New
good-
Balance
he had a
as
good
well,
year.
I think he had a great year as
Yeah,
well.
he's
But like-
he's had a good.
And
couple
silhouette
of
wise, though, the Absorb 2000 from New Balance.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
So
Listen.
you know,
Yeah.
I've
People
got that.
saying
I've got
that.
that. That's one of because when I first saw that, I saw that with the Joe Fresh Goods. Well, colorway, quote unquote. They said collab,
pink
but
one, yeah.
colorway,
You saw that in Paris, right?
Pink,
Yeah,
saw that in Paris. Then, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure. Then I got sent it from the brand. And I put
the king
them
of the
on my feet, and
So
I was
comfy,
like,
bro.
Those shoes are
"Oh
hard.
my
bro.
god!"
Like, listen. Oh my
yeah.
god, listen, super.
Yeah,
Because
super
I remember
comfortable.
you were trying to get it
People
from
saying
me,
there's all,
right? I remember him calling. I said, "Listen, go to the New Balance store." I didn't get it online. He went there and he couldn't get it for me at the time. But I wanted that shoe so badly, and it's worth every. It's my most worn shoe this year.
I respect.
Yeah,
it.
I had
such a
the
great
the
shoe.
blue, the original.
blue one, yeah.
Oh man,
Sick.
Yeah,
it's
it's
great.
such a great
It's
shoe.
great.
So
yeah.
Absorb they just didn't do enough to get in the top 10.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
shoe.
You know,
But I think that was a hard
give
shoe.
one of us a collab. We'll give you that storytelling.
I'll
We'll
take
give
it.
you
This is-
that
I
storytelling.
feel like sometimes
Yeah.
New Balance does struggle with storytelling. I
They
think
do,
like
they do.
I think they lean so heavily on the collaborator to create a story.
Yeah.
But whenever it's their own pairs, they
Yeah,
struggle
just,
to
do
to talk.
say something.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
struggle
do
to talk.
draw it out properly. But
Alright.
So we're away from 10 down to 3.
Yeah. To two.
It's
We're
about
two now.
working out what number 2 and number 1 is. So we are left with.
I'm gonna go straight out the gate. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
sorry.
clear. At this point,
so
I think
for
it's
me,
clear. I think it's clear.
I'm gonna choose the 95 over the Brick by Bricks for number one. For number one,
You're going 95 number one?
I'm going number 5, 91.
Wow.
And
Oh,
the reason why I'm going 95, and I'm doing it for 2 reasons. I'm doing it for selfish reasons. I love the Brick by Brick, and they're probably my favorite shoe this year. But they were number 1 in the complex, and I don't want to have the same complex.
Who that? Who that? Who's
Exactly.
that?
Yeah. So for me, I don't want it to be number 1 just because of those reasons. However, it is, in my opinion, the number 1 shoe. I think it's a great shoe. But I do feel that the Neon, it being a Big Bubba Retro, in the UK has held way more weight. That's just yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I mean,
Super limited.
Yeah, JD Sports done a really good job in what they did. Even though they did up north, they done
Their
stuff up
releases were
north,
good,
but
yeah.
it was a good, solid release.
I mean, I take your
lot of
point. I take your
camp
point.
outs.
Yeah.
I take your point in terms of we're trying to award a UK shoe, but to put a twist in it, my challenge is that lazy? Is that just too easy to say? Yeah, because it's a UK shoe, let's make it number 1.
Wouldn't it be easy the fact that more than one person bought the Brick by Brick today?
I mean, just
Yeah,
by sheer numbers.
because to be fair, because
No,
let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Complex picked it. I know the Americans picked it. But if we're being honest, from the minute this shoe dropped with the story behind it, this shoe was the best shoe this year. Period.
Yeah.
It's the
The
best.
build of it, the quality, the storytelling,
The activation,
the activation.
and then when he did win the I mean Special Complex so much, but when he did win the Complex Shoe of the Year, I don't know, because he then brought that brick all the way from New York to Vegas, and then he was giving out pairs.
Just so
outside.
happened
so
to have
he
the brick
won,
with him.
and he had pairs like
Just so
just a
happened to
bit.
have the
That was
brick.
preempted. like,
He clearly knew he.
No,
won.
they've addressed it though. They said they told Nike that he was going to win it.
Yeah,
and they asked
they-
Nike to do something special for
Oh,
the people.
okay.
that-
And do you know what? I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm
No,
not
They
mad at
addressed
that
it. They
at
said
all.
they
Because
didn't
the people
hide
were there.
behind
The
it.
people were
They
there. and it
said
made
that,
sense.
listen,
Yeah.
What we do is, because people have come and paid their money to the complex thing, we want to reward them and say, like, you know, like what we're going to be doing here, actually, guys, is, you know, I think for the UK folks, what we're hoping to do is give away our number one shoe to someone in the comments. So someone in the comments below, if you comment,
If you're
you know,
out in complex.
yeah.
Okay.
But even in the UK, we're going to do something similar in the UK. So you guys are not aware of this, but what I want to do is, what we're going to do is, if you comment on the video and you watch the video and give us a couple of things you like in your list, we're going to do a raffle and give our shoe of the year away to one of you guys in your size.
Wow.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well done.
So we're going to do that. So we're going to give
Get in the comments, people. Get in the comments.
Get in the comments.
Share.
If you want our number one pick shoe in your size, get in the comment. Go and follow all of us on the social. We'll put all the links down below. Follow everybody's socials, because we're going to check. Because if you win and you're not following the social, you're not winning.
Real talk, I might not have the number one shoe, so I might be commenting on this video a lot.
My burner account.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the number one shoes, we're going to give the number one shoe away to you guys. But I think Complex, they've done it. We want to do the same in the UK. They did the same. They activated it. Told Nike, listen, Brick by Brick is going to win it. And Nike's like, you know what? We're going to give Nigel a couple of shoes to give away. Give him a couple of T-shirts to give away. And that's what it was.
Get involved. Man. Give it
So
back
there
to
you
the
go.
community, bro.
So what's the number one shoe, guys?
We are saying
It's, you know, for me, it's kind of like history, nostalgia versus new, future Grail, potentially generational shoe. And I'm an Air Max 95 guy, yeah. But it's kind of, it's the head versus the heart, where it's like, we know what the 95 means to us, the neon especially, but I know what this shoe is going to mean eventually to us, you know, the Brick by Bricks. Even as a 95 guy, I've still got to put the Brick by Bricks first, you know. I know it sounds mad.
I think we've got to be on the right side of history for this one, bro. I think we need to be smart with it. Like, the thing is, we know at 95 neon, 9 times out of 10 is going to top every list. Right?
Yeah,
and it's
UK-wise,
topped
yeah.
many before this, and it will top many after.
Yeah.
Just that same shoe, just that same, no changes, no additions, no taking away. Just that same shoe on its own is gonna do what it does.
Big bubble or not.
Right? Big bubble or not, BBL or not.
Skinny bubble, BBL.
No BBL.
No
Right?
BBL.
The truth is, the truth is, that Brick by Brick is one of them ones.
Like
Yeah,
a top
That's
shoe.
one
yeah.
of them ones.
We've spoken about that Yeezy 2 moment.
Yeah,
Red
I agree.
October,
Bro.
that
Yes.
shift of like, okay, it's
Yes.
all red, but it's one of them ones.
No, just like when it's about creating a moment around the shoe, creating memories around the shoe. Like, it's all of those things that tie into the importance of a shoe. And there's certain shoes that, if they tick enough boxes, they get to that stage where you can start thinking, you know what, in 5 years, in 10 years, I'm still going to actually be talking and thinking about this shoe. So, and the neon is already that. We already know that.
Yeah, true.
The neon's already that.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. It's never going to go. They can bring that shoe out in 20 years,
Oh, it's gonna go
exactly the
crazy.
same,
It's gonna go
and
crazy.
we're still going to go
Still
mad for that
selling
shoe,
out,
bro.
still, yeah,
But
exactly.
that's one of them ones, bro.
Yeah.
I just feel like if we're gonna be the voice of the UK, and we want to pick the right shoe for the UK, I think all our followers or subscribers or members of our community would expect it to be the Brick by Brick.
I think we're aligned on that. I think it's fair, given the year it's had. I was saying this in like April.
From the minute it dropped.
Like, I was saying this, like, it dropped in fucking March. I was saying this in April, and I was like, I feel like this shoe has the potential. And it's funny because, like, in the last few years, how many shoes can we look at and say, you know what, I think this potentially could be a Grail level shoe. We are literally getting in on the ground floor. We are saying to ourselves, you know what, right? We back this shoe to go all the way, right? And I can't think of many shoes that are doing that. This has been one of the ones.
I agree.
That early on as well.
Super
early on. It didn't
Super
fade away,
early.
did it? It didn't fade away. Yeah.
Super early.
Wow. Cool. Okay, so Jordan 1's at number 10, Pata, number 9, Cortez, number 8, Black Cats, at number 7, Lorenzo's. Number 5 was the Awakes.
Yeah.
Adidas made the top 5, coming in at number 4.
Yeah.
The Undefeated is at number 3. Number 2,
was the
95 neons.
95 Big Bubbles, and number 1, the Brick by Bricks. That how many people brought today?
Three of us.
Three of you brought to
Three of us brought that today.
I mean, it was
Yeah, it's
inevitable.
my favorite shoe. It's my favorite shoe of the year. I can't grumble with that.
I mean, I feel special putting the shoe on.
And I know, obviously, like, because we mentioned it earlier, like, it's the UK. Like, you kind of intrinsically want to feel different from America because of, like, we just don't want it to be the same, right? I feel like our list does reflect the UK.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like our
100%.
list does reflect the UK, right? It doesn't take away from our list the fact that the number 1 shoe worldwide is just the number 1 shoe worldwide. Like, it's the heavyweight, it's the WWE heavyweight champion of the world. It's the world
And it came to the
champion.
UK. It came to the
Respectfully, you
UK.
get me? Like, the Union Jack is firmly on that belt. It won it this year. Next
just what
year,
it
it
is.
might be completely
Yeah,
different.
it does. So, guys, it feels like we're giving away the Jordan 4 brick by brick to someone in the comments. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, man.
You said we, though. I'm joking.
One of these heads.
I didn't budget for that. I didn't budget for that.
Can you let them know how they can win the pair game?
So all you have to do is like this video, comment on this video, share it, go and follow the 4 guys who get dedicated their time to pick their shoes. Prozac on all the platforms,
Yeah.
King of Trainers on all the platforms, A Broski on all the platforms, and ToshKicks on all the platforms. And then we'll pick one at random in your size to win what we call the UK Sneaker of the Year 2025. The brick by brick by Nada Sylvester.
So there you have it. The UK's Sneaker of the Year 2025, decided by arguably 4 of the most biggest sneakerheads in the UK. The King of Trainers, Prozac, ToshKicks, Life of a Broski, right here. Have a great new year. I know some of you might disagree with the list. Get involved in the comments. Let us know what your top 10 are. If we missed anything, or honorable mentions. Massive thanks for these guys for coming through, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon, if not next year.
Thanks a lot, guys, for watching.
See you guys. Shout out to E+, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out to E+.
Yeah,
Great
come
job,
on now.
great job.
This has been the UK Sneaker of the Year 2025. My name's E+, and we're out.